Listen, right, it was a close fight. It really was. It was fucking. It was so good to be in there fighting against him. And after the 5th round, I still didn't have him figured out, and he didn't have me figured out. It was a chess match, like I said it'd be. And yeah, I even said to Mick, because I heard that Stephen Thompson's dad said, well, we should do it in our backyard in South Carolina or somewhere to see what happens then. Okay, this is not like, if he wants to do that. So I messaged Mick straight away, and I was like, if they want to take it to Stephen Thompson's hometown, let's do it as well. I'll gladly go there. And I think it'd be around the same fight again. It's just, you know what I mean? I've just dealt with the number one, and in my opinion, the most trickiest in the division. I've just dealt with him, and every single person counted me out and expected him to run rings around me, and he didn't do that. Do you know what I mean? So that's my take on it. It could win either way. It definitely could have. People can look at it from which way they want. They can be biased and look at it my way, or be biased and look at it from Stephen's way. But either way, mate, it was a close fight, and as Dana always says, you just can't leave in the judge's hands. And on that night, I got the fight. If Stephen would have got the decision, I wouldn't have been bitter about it. You know, and I don't think he's bitter. I just think all these people who don't know a lot are bitter.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new, and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, because you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And Darren Till, the Gorilla, has offered to rematch Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in the United States after there's a lot of talk that he didn't really win the fight at UFC Liverpool. A lot of people believe the decision was controversial. They think there was a little home cooking in there for Darren Till. But I don't know, man. Darren Till, he got a knockdown in the 5th round. You know, the 5th round is always a crucial round. As we saw, I mean, just another example, the Amanda Nunes-Valentina Shevchenko fight, especially in a fight with a fighter, if you expect them to fade at all, right? If they show you something in the 5th round, that does a lot for someone watching. And also for the judges. I mean, if it's an even fight going into the 5th round, who wins the 5th round means a lot. And Darren Till got a big knockdown in the 5th round. And on top of that, he did control the aggression for a lot of the fight, octagon control. But as far as the score and the decision is concerned, there's still a lot of controversy. A lot of people still feel like Wonderboy won, whether it was landing a higher percentage of strikes or whatever it was. There's some controversy to this fight. So Darren Till's like, you know what? Fuck all the controversy. People think it's because I'm at Liverpool, we can do this again sometime in the future. This is what Darren Till had to say. You've got all these experts out here saying this, saying that, because it was in Liverpool. If anyone wants me to go to America and fight Stephen again, and Stephen wants it and he's not injured, I can do that as soon as possible, the rematch. Now, that's a great offer, right? I mean, that's one way to settle the controversy. Hey, you think I won because I'm in Liverpool? Let's do this in Vegas or something. Dana White did say Darren Till's going to Vegas next. You know, he's becoming a pretty big star by now. He's got Liverpool behind him. He's going to probably be England's flagship fighter now that Michael Bisping is retired. You got another young stud, Darren Till, coming in to kind of take that torch from Michael Bisping and come and be the face of like the UK for the UFC for years to come. Hell, Darren Till's pretty young, and he's also a very talented fighter. And shoot, not even just the UK, right? Darren Till speaks fluent Portuguese, spent 9 years in Brazil. Darren Till's got like potential to be a world superstar, like a global superstar, not even just one place. So Darren Till's got a lot of potential, very talented striker. But against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, it was a somewhat controversial decision, so he's offering the rematch. But this is where the problem comes in. Kind of like Tyron Woodley versus Wonderboy, this fight wasn't very exciting, so there's not a lot of people that are like, yeah, we gotta see the rematch. We need to see it again. Maybe if the fight would have ended in a draw, there would have had to be a rematch. But as of right now, I don't really see too many people like, yeah, man, we just have to see the rematch. Like, I mean, and the only reason to really see the rematch, which I would be fine with, but what if it just plays out the same way? The only reason to see the rematch is to know who's the clear-cut winner. And with that being said, I mean, I think you just got to you know, we just got to move on from this fight. Maybe we do see the rematch in the future, but an immediate rematch, I'm not too interested in right now. This fight wasn't super exciting. It was a chess match, you know, and we don't really just like to, who likes to sit around and watch people play chess, right? And that's what this is. People aren't really entertained by chess matches, whether it's on a fucking literal board or in the UFC. Tyron Woodley versus Stephen, like, that's what's so interesting to me here. Maybe Tyron Woodley needs to learn a new language, pick up that Rosetta Stone, because this fight is really, and it's crazy how much it played out like Tyron Woodley versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And even whenever Tyron Woodley fought Wonderboy, people knew it was a chess match, but still, he gets the rap of being a boring fighter. And then he went on to fight Damian Maia, and they're like, oh yeah, he's for sure a boring fighter. Well, Wonderboy's now had another boring performance, and really, I mean, you kind of got to give credit to the people that are fighting Wonderboy. His style is so hard to figure out. Darren Till, as legitimate of a striker as he is, his experience of a Muay Thai fighter he is, it's Muay Thai versus karate. He's got to figure out what he's doing, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's game plan, as we saw, seems to be, I'm gonna, you know, counter strike. He's not going in there to really risk it for the biscuit, right? He's not gonna be the guy that's coming forward and trying to aggress the action, or he's waiting for you to come in. And that's why Darren Till believed he outsmarted Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. That's what he said. He said he did that video on Patreon. You can go check that out. But he said he outsmarted Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, because he says, I could tell Stephen Wonderboy Thompson expected me to rush in and be reckless. So whenever I was just sitting back, not playing that game, he was like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do now? And that can be said for Tyron Woodley, right? People expected Tyron Woodley to try and come in there and knock out Wonderboy Thompson. But if you're gonna play that game with Wonderboy, you might lose the fight. So if you're in there to win a fight, if you're in there to win your belt, keep your belt, or claim the #1 contender spot, you might not want to play Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's game. And that's what Darren Till did. So hey, he got the win. And also, it really depends on what you're scoring for. If you're scoring for octagon control, who controlled the center of the octagon, that's Darren Till. If you're scoring for who probably landed the highest number of strikes, technically, that might be Wonderboy. If you're rooting for who won the 5th round, that's a toss-up. But you can give it to Darren Till for the big knockdown. But Stephen Wonderboy got that half a takedown low-key, which was very surprising in that 5th round. I don't know how entertaining it was. It was unexpected. That's the word. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson low-key going for a takedown in that 5th round. That was pretty interesting. So yeah, man, with that being said, Darren Till has offered to rematch Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in the United States. That would definitely, and I'm kind of into that fight. Just the only reason is to know who's gonna win. But this is the problem. What if we watch Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Darren Till one more time and it's still close? Do you think Darren Till in the rematch is gonna charge in like an idiot? No. He's shown he's going to fight the smart fight. He's not going to be an idiot just because people want to see knockouts. He's not just going to run into Stephen Wonderboy Thompson because fans want, you know, to see that. He's going to fight smart. So the problem with the rematch is, well, okay, what happens when it's still a close fight? You know? What happens if it's still a close fight and then a non-entertaining fight? Who knows? But hey man, if Darren Till was able to get his hand raised in the United States, I guess people couldn't say it was home cooking and shit like that, or it was a robbery. So maybe we will see a rematch in the future. Who knows? Not too excited for it, but maybe it's necessary. Let the full-time family know what you think about a potential Darren Till versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson rematch in the future in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If you want to join the notification gang, make sure you hit subscribe and also hit the bell next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to help this channel reach its full potential, consider hitting the PayPal link in the description or going to patreon.com/fulltimemma and becoming a patron. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.